Hi there, Dr. Gary here on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. We are dental practice brokers. I was a dentist for 25 years, now doing the dental brokerage for 15. So today's topic is, why are 6 dental practices in the process of moving towards the closing table for sale so delayed? What caused it? So I want to get into that with you because we great plagued with this often. But before we do, as you know, we now have 10 employees, 2 CPA accountants, and working every day except Christmas and Easter. So please give us a ring because we will be happy to chat with you. Now, you could reach us. We're working 363 days a year, taking off Christmas and Easter, but you can reach us at 201-663-0935 or our website, dentalpracticeguide.com or nationwidedentalpracticebrokers.com. Feel free to call us, always available to you. And everything you're about to hear is for entertainment purposes only, not legal advice. Also, if you're thinking about selling to one of the large DSOs, please call us. We work with them all the time. We're independent of them. We know who the best ones are. We're shifting towards larger DSO purchases now rather than newer startup ones that are small, less than 5 years. And we could guide you accordingly, the best one that will often pay our commission. So generally no commission to you. Now, let's go to, and also if your practice sells for over $1 million, we will reimburse your legal fees upon successful sale. So give us a call about that. Now, let's get into this. There's like 6 practices. I can't believe how long they're taking to sell. All of these practices, we have an agreed upon sale price. We're moving towards the closing table. It's already agreed. We already have letters of intent. It's already been, the attorneys have already been hired. They've already, been negotiating. But why is it taking so long? 6 of them, so long. Let's look at the first one. Suburban area outside of a major city. Seller decides to use a non-dental attorney. Nightmare. Attorney doesn't know what they're doing. All due respect to the attorney. I'm sure they're a great attorney in many, many fields, but in dental, no clue. 2-week turnaround time every single time contact is made with the attorney. 2 weeks. That's like, you got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. Secondly, the sellers has taken forever, understanding that, there's a transition here, but you don't have to super prepare for it. That's another delay. Hold on. So continuing. So on this one, not only do we have an attorney who's be qualified in different areas, but not in dental, no clue. That's tying us up. And I mentioned the seller is trying to finish up all their work in progress, but it never ends. You've been in business 25, 30 years. There has to be a point where, the patient's not just going to stop coming in. There's always be big cases. You just work it out in contracts. Sometimes you can finish up work in progress on your own, just pay the staff. Other times the buyer wants you to pay as an employee and take your percentage of it. So, whatever, I understand. But it's so nervous. The seller's trying to get everything in order, but I said, don't worry about it. We take care of it in 24, 48 hours after the closing. You don't have to try to transition everything before that. It's a buyer's responsibility anyway. And I know you'll help, but take it easy. At least 4-month delay, minimum 4-month delay. This was going on in early summer, maybe even spring. And look where we are now. We're in October, still not closed. Okay, we have another one now. This seller, good attorney, the seller was holding out, just holding out for a higher price. We put the practice on the market, and it was real estate and dental practice, about 40 minutes outside of a major city. A nice little practice and all, a lot of space, owns a condo, but had to be a condo. It had to be a combination deal. And not everybody wants the real estate. A lot do, but not everybody. So Excuse the glasses team. The seller was holding out. And we had other offers, in and out, wasn't accepting it. And now the offer we finally got, and in fact, we had an offer as soon as the practice went on the market. As soon as it went on the market, we had an offer. That offer was not accepted. The latest offer is the same amount of money after all these months of delays. So we went through one buyer with an offer that was denied. Then waiting. No one else was making an offer. Finally, another one came through. Let's call it, in the seller's mind, not the most desirable offer or person that's buying it. It's like a company type thing. Oh, they're not crazy about them. But what are you going to do? You know, they're offering, their money's green, and they are a dentist. So we're a little delayed, and the seller is not fond of the buyer. Just doesn't like the buyer. Well, you know, I mean, the success rate of a dental office is 99.75%. The fact you don't like them, but, you know, I understand you want to be comfortable, but they're making an offer on your practice. I also understand you're passing your patients on to them and you want to be comfortable. But if nobody else is buying it and, you know, your health's a little compromised, whatever, what are you going to do? You got to move forward. All right, so that's why that one tied up. Went through one buyer, now through another buyer. We're into this over 6-7 months already. 6-7 months. It's a freaking nightmare. All right, let's see what we have now. Next one had a buyer on it. It was a different type of practice. It was, did a lot of emergency care. So we had a buyer, and then waiting for the buyer. Buyer's going back and forth, talk to the landlord, okay, lost some time there. Then the buyer wasn't motivated. Even after they talked to the landlord, the buyer still was not motivated. Buyer walked away. We lost like 3-4 months right there. Now we're on the second buyer, and all of a sudden the landlord is giving the second buyer a hard time. Really giving him a hard time. Not making it easy. Why? Because they figure they have the seller on the hook for the lease. So they're giving them a hard time. 5 months we're into this, 6 months, easy, if not 7 months. All right, the next one, this is right outside a major city also, kind of a city area in itself. Simply no one wanted to buy. We had it out in the market. It's going on 8 months now, a long time. And this is a hot area. Why didn't anyone ever buy? Maybe because it was 3 operatories. I don't know. But they made a big deal about it, and they didn't buy it. So we went through a number of showings and a number of buyers. Nobody stepped up to the plate. Finally, we have a dentist that hits the ground running. Boom. He has a great dental attorney. Great. Has a great dental bank, boom. Everything is looking smooth. But we lost all that time. We're into like 8-9 months also now. But it wasn't the seller's fault. It wasn't the buyer's fault. It was just the market wasn't crazy about this practice. It was on the main road, kind of a city area, but I think it only had 3 operatories, and some people get crazy about that. You'd be shocked at the number of dentists that will walk away from a deal because it doesn't have the right operatories. It's like, wake up, young dentist. It's not all about the physical plant locations. A lot has to do with the cash flow. Is the cash flow there? They made money there, it means you can make it. It doesn't have to be your ideal, perfect practice. You don't need that. You need something that's close. And you'll never find a perfect practice, by the way. You're going to look forever. You're better off just buying a practice which somewhat meets your needs. And, you know, buy that and then just wait for your perfect practice. You know, I'm just going to do a side note here. I'm on the road here. There's a sign here. Let me count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 on one post. There's 9 highway signs. 9 of them. So this is what happens when people get confused. There's too much static, too much information in there. Just like it could be with a dental practice, they can't handle the chaos. That sign is chaos, I'll admit it, but it's 9 signs on one pole. So that happens in dental too. They see so many moving parts or see so many different practices. They can't make the right decision. They want to buy the perfect practice. Then they see another one and not sure. Hey, it's human nature to be confused with a lot of data and information, just like that sign there is. I've seen people stop on highways with signs like that. Just stop in the middle of the highway because they don't know which way to go. Happens in dental. You don't want that happening to you as a buyer. You got to focus. You've got to see enough practices. You need a good team behind you. We as brokers will help you. You need a great dental accountant to help you, great dental attorney to help you and guide you along. Anyway, let's move on. All right, we got the next one now. This one, going before the summer, it's real estate in the dental practice, but it's like the buyer is very excited. We brought a couple buyers in and they didn't bite. And then finally, after 4 months, we had a buyer that was motivated. Everything clicked. Everything was perfect. Everything was working well. And they're still actively at it, but they're slow. They have this one, and this guy's a dental attorney he uses. He's a 2-3 weeker, which means you ask him for information, you're waiting 2 to 3 weeks before he gets it together. Just cannot get his act together. I don't know what his problem is, but this attorney, and he's a dental attorney, he's a good guy, sort of a lower tier one. That is, he doesn't do a lot of volume. Always taking time off and vacations. Most of the dental attorneys, because I had a few of the dental attorneys on my cruise. By the way, we're going to do another cruise soon. We got one coming up in January, and I hope to get those continuing education credits. These attorneys all had their laptops. They were up early in the morning, did about an hour and a half, 2 hours work every morning, banging out on their deck, overlooking the water, banging out the deals. And this other attorney, oh boy, he shuts down. Hey, it's within his right. I know that. I'm not telling him what to do, and you need a break in life. But you're on a dental deal, it's 24/7. That's the way we operate. Something happens, we got to be on it right away. Somebody calls us, and there's a concession, you got to let everybody know, we got the concession, let's move forward. You let them know, if it happens Saturday morning, you let them know Saturday morning. You contact the attorneys, the banks, everybody, we're good to go. The concession made, and that is the seller may have been holding back and they wouldn't agree to something. So, but now, when that seller made a concession on a Saturday morning, you got to let everybody know immediately. You can't wait till Monday and say, oh, by the way, this guy called me on Saturday, gave the concession. First of all, the buyer's a little anxious, the buyer's attorney's anxious, probably the seller's attorney's anxious. They want to get this over. This seller makes the major transition, you call everybody immediately. There's no wasting time, whatever you're doing. So we jump on things. We move the deal. We move the needle. That's for sure. All right. So what do we got? So that's what happened with that one. Now we have a new guy. He's a little slow. I don't know what he does. He's checking. He's rechecking. His attorney, I think, definitely slow. So between the two of them, we lost some valuable time. Excuse the sunglasses. It's super bright in New Jersey. I think we're going to be there. We got that. All of these are in contract, by the way. All have signed letters of intent. All have attorneys moving forward. Oh, this next one. I don't know what their problem is. The doctor themselves is a 2-week delay all the time. They can't get their act together. They're just like, what is your problem? It's like they made the offer. We'll make a counter offer. I'll present the counter offer. And, let us move forward. You have a small space, not in a small space, you have a small practice that you're not going to that often. Your other practice, 18 miles away, is much bigger. And unless that's 25 miles away, it's pretty far. 25 miles away, much bigger. So what are you wasting your time trying to, I don't know if she's buying time or she's bringing other people in, not telling me. I have no idea. But it's taking too long, you're going to lose the motivation of the buyer. You're going to lose it. So finally, we're moving forward, and the seller's being, returning messages about the letter of intent that was given, responding to her attorney. It's finally happening. We're into this another 7 months. Dental practice usually will close in 4 to 8 months, should be closed, finished. And this one wasn't, but I think it's an emotional thing with the doctor. Hot, cold with the buying, selling, not buying, not selling, that type of thing. So we hope that she comes around. We'll see. But that's a reason for that. All right. Everything takes time. Everything is going to take more time than you expect. I don't care what you read, what you see. It's always a problem. It's the bankers. It's the banks. It's some other attorney. It's the attorney doesn't get the information back. There was miscommunication. I mean, it goes on and on and on. So stay on top of things and don't get flustered. That's what we're here to help you. All right. So that's it for this today's YouTube team. It's getting a little chilly in Jersey. I wish I was in Florida. My hands are feeling it. Woo! So let us know how we may help you. We have new practices coming out. Just came back from Utah. That was a good run. Oh boy, it's beautiful out there. Just got back from Utah. It's great, very nice people, and I just had a wonderful time. All right. Now, give us a call anytime we think we can help you. As you know, sign your non-disclosure agreements. Sign up for our monthly 4 to 6 week newsletter, which shows all the new practices for sale. And I'm sure you'll find someone there, really great deals, and with a good doctor. All right, be flexible in your quest to find a practice. Don't say, well, I'm not going 11 minutes outside my town, but I'll go 10 minutes. I'll forget it. Just open up a little bit. All right, team, great talking to you. Hit the subscribe button. We are looking good. And let's see, making it happen. I'm Armenian. Got a big Armenian wedding coming this weekend. Oh, man. Woo! Saturday night. I'm trying to lose some weight so I could handle that appetizer buffet. Oh, all that shrimp they pile up. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think I'm a buffet-aholic. Anyway, the market's hot. Give us a call. Interest rates are down a little bit. You're at 5.2, 5.7. And it's just doing great, the market for dental. And the banks are doing deals. It's out there. And if you have problems, we'll work it out. That is, you have some problems with your loan, your credit score and so forth, that some of the bankers have methods that they can work with you and or give you a game plan, how to raise your credit score, how to get rid of the bad debt, that type of things. They'll guide you accordingly. And I have a girl like that right now. She says, I'll never be able to buy a practice in a building, never, ever. Well, we got to work it now for her, so we can work it out. And some of the bankers have certain techniques to improve that credit score, whatever, especially finding, errors that'll bring your score down. All right, team, thank you for listening. Great talking to you. We have a couple more videos coming up really soon. I just did one the other day, and whoa, that was a tough one. 4 disabilities in 12 days. Whew, that was tough. But we talked about it. We made a video on it. Thank you, team. Bye now.